the misconception of polygamy, and there's also polygyny. Polygamy is open to either or. You know, I'm not so much for that one, but I get it. Polygyny, the misconception is it's like pimping.
Hey, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm a street nigga. I'm sorry for anybody. I'm one of them. What do you mean open for everybody? Like a man...
A woman can have multiple husbands, just as...
Oh, okay, go ahead. Yeah. All right, keep going.
So
both ends.
Yeah, I got you. So either way, if the woman wanted...
she wanted multiple men and you will. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So polygyny, the misconception is that it's like pimping, and then there's no... I can satisfy you while you need another woman. It's more of a self-trait. And the misconception is that there's not enough love to be spread and nobody want to share, and that's like, you know what I'm saying? And they don't see the benefit. So most women feel like they can take care of their own responsibilities, everything within themselves, just as a couple working together. Now, the actuality, polygyny was put together for economic wealth and generation wealth. Just how back in the king days, if you wanted to marry your princess, they will marry into another kingdom to keep the bloodline, the lineage strong. Okay. That's what people don't understand about polygyny. It's only for those who like to grow economic-wise, wealth-wise, and generation, and build a family and a culture.
It's a team.
A tribe.
It's a team type thing. So yeah. So there's a lot of history on that, and I mean, I won't go into too deep of what I know of it, but a lot of it is based around that. A lot of it is, a person said. Polygyny is if you can get around. Jealousy is a normal human trait, right? If you can get over that hump of what it is that jealousy and envy actually brings, you can do a lot of shit in this world.
Facts.
And move in ways where people are not going to be accustomed to it, because that's a natural trait, right? Being jealous and being envious of things and people is natural. You see somebody with a really nice car, and then that first moment, like, it's like gut wrenching, like, God damn, like, how the fuck he get that?
But the real ones don't say it.
And that's normal. And people think you're not a real nigga if you feel that way. You can feel that way. And then, immediately after, your brain should really kick in to where it's like, nah, that's another black man. You should be happy for that man. And you should be happy. So when we talk about this topic, it's very hard for women to come and grasp with it because of a Eurocentric way of thinking, in my opinion, that put us in a way where it was like we didn't learn this concept of monogamy truly until we came here. And that is something that's hard to grasp for women in America, black women or any woman in general, because they've been raised with a certain set of standards. And they believe in, hell, why the fuck am I gonna share my man with another group of women? Why would I do that? Why does that make sense? What you're saying, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, what I hear is that it's bigger than the sexual or the relationship aspect. It is a family dynamic, because we know what we do know is black women in particular are the fruit of this earth.
They gonna say we got here sounding like wild ass niggas. I ain't gonna lie.
But we sound wild. We know how we sound, and listen, I'm one of them wild niggas. And I'm one of them wild niggas, and I'll say shit that's on my mind. But I do understand the fruit of what it is that black women bring. And if they can do all the shit that we know that they can do, this is gonna sound crazy, but it's like, man, how the fuck can we hold ourselves to just having fun?
I'm on the side of monogamy, but at the same time, there is a show out right now called Sister Wives, bro, and it's this dude that actually has 4 different women, and they all got 4 different houses, bro. That tweeted me out when I found out the name. I'm like, Sister Wives, what is that, bro? It's 4 different women, and they all rocking as a team, bro. One dude that's taking over, but they building up to have a huge. They got one cul-de-sac, bro. Each of them have a big ass career, bro, and they have multiple kids, and they all have a same path that they going to generational wealth. Now, if we were to do that as a black culture, bro, that's crazy. I'm talking about the generational wealth in that. I'm not talking about the sex side, having all sex and having all this.
Yeah, people look at it just
not about that.
I'm glad about that.
I'm just talking about building, bro.
I'm glad you built that.
You gotta wait. Time out. Fuck yeah. You gotta go into all that though, bro. Like, listen, I'm more of a black and white type of dude. Like, I look at it as that. Women can only have one child. As a man, you can go have sex with 7 different women each day of the week in a day and get all them pregnant that day.
That's true.
When you get an erection or anything like that, it's noticeable. A woman knows that when a woman is in her, you don't know when that time is ready until she lets you know. That right there,
there's signs, but it's more discreet than what we are. We're ready. We're ready or we're not. We're ready or we're not.
You can walk in and you can be like, I don't want to do nothing. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm not gonna do nothing. You see her ass, it's there. No cap. So in that aspect, I instantly thought that then, and it's levels to it when you say you got to master monogamy. That's a fact. Can't no man who can't get one woman have 3 women. That's stupid.
I agree.
If you can't master 1 woman, how you gonna be able to deal with 3, bro?
You can't be like, yo, and that's why.
And then when you get to master 2 or 3,
they don't even know how to take care of
Let's touch to that. We didn't unpack that. That's why I'm glad you brought up sister wives. The other misconception is women think men are out here probably just been eyeballing and scrolling looking away. But no,
I agree.
In polygyny, that's why it's called sister wives. After you have mastered monogamy, your wife goes to find the sister wife. Yeah, you have a say so, but they choose. They have one of the greatest senses of knowing what's right for you. So you ain't gonna select a woman that you see as your sister. We're not trying to fucking have a threesome around here. You know what I'm saying? That's my sister. Would you do it with your blood sister? No. But when you got a king, a man that's building among, you want to share this with to keep it growing, expanding. The woman choose. They don't know that.
So they not knowing that it's the woman that chooses
what's going on, bro.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like that goes back to what we was just talking about a second ago. The power at B, bro, with the women, bro. They have a certain power. It's not about the man say so as much anymore.
You think it could be flip flop though? Like every man up here not gonna say they could be with one woman that has different niggas.
And ain't no way.
And listen, most of the time, listen. Let's be 100.
I don't think women would desire. I don't think women really desire that though. In my heart.
Yeah, that's what
I think women like the idea, but I don't think women truly desire to have multiple men.
Let's say idea, right? Can you imagine?
That's what we was question because I know where you going. That's where you go to the sex.
Yes, they do. They do.
That's why they get to the sex. That's a man.
They do it more. I don't feel like it's a building.
That's exactly what's coming out. No, like real talk. As a man, as a man, right?
I'm sorry, bro.
As a man, right? I said when it flip flops though, y'all tried to go in when y'all was explaining to the woman, say I'll be 100, bro. Y'all tried to go in and explain to the it's not about sex, who this, that, and third. When you flip up that shit, that's the first thing come to your mind.
But I'm cool with that.
You not.
I'm cool with it. I ain't gonna lie. I can get to a relationship like that. On standards though.
But you're not.
Wait.
Most.
All right, I'm gonna go off that because you said you okay with it. All right, you tell me if I'm upstairs and I'm coming downstairs and I'm like, all right, I'm finna go to the grocery store and my man's in the room like, all right, man, I'm finna go crack these buns real quick. I'm out, man. You go ahead, get them eggs and bread. Come back here and you're
okay.
What was the video? What was the movie, man, with the dude with the girl with the multiple guys, man, and
you talking about she's got glasses?
I can't remember. No, it's a white. It was
a huge awesome movie. No, it's a
all right. So look. Let me answer this.
But it was a scene just like that.
You're not making her your girl. You're not making her. I'm sorry, bro. I can't believe you're doing it.
Can we answer this?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
He came from his point. Then I'm gonna let you get your point next. Probably the same. You just did what a woman would do in their case, in their defense. The first thing you ran to was cracking. You talking about sex. We're talking this polygamy stuff is strictly building. Sex is an add-on, a benefit, but that's not the whole picture. That's 5% of the 100% of the pie.
That has nothing to do with sex is more than just the feeling, bro. You got an ego. You got like who you like more. That means if you're going to fuck on him more, right? You care about him more. If I call you and he call you and you answer his phone first, bitch, you care about him for more.
Right, look.
And as a man, that's what you care about.
That's where it comes from. That's what slavery comes in at. I ain't gonna go deep into it. But the whole concept was always destroy the woman mentally and destroy the man physically and take his mind. You know what I'm saying?
Take his manhood.
Period. Exactly. So prior to America, people was this is normal.
Women wouldn't have women wouldn't have 4 or 5 men, bro.
No, but your ego is dictated by the food that you eat, the culture you're around, and the atmosphere that you are in. So like, I'm not getting the natural senses. You got to tap into it. Meditation, chakras, other things.
I'm understanding what you're saying on that, but at the same time, it still relates to the fact of men and women think completely different. Like if we explain it to them, like, all right, we building because we're trying to build and we're trying to take it to this level. level. But when roles are reversed, no matter how much we think it's gonna be a rare amount of you that thinks it's gonna be about 5%. I say let's say it's about 5% of men that think exactly like you. Like, all right, I'm down for this, I'm with it. And then it's gonna be that other side that just can't get past the fact of cracking the buns. Like, all right, bro, like what?
Bro, it ain't how you crack.
I'm not talking about just cracking. I'm saying like you said, it's just the emotion from cracking. Like, all right,
but you can't you can't come from another direction.
The big part
because men thinks hard. I'm saying today that's just men.
Like, for example, my woman, I'm more susceptible to real talk. Of my girl, if she cheats on me, that I don't know. If you cold enough to keep it away from me, you cold. Do you? But once I find out, that's when we have a problem. But if you raw enough to do it, whereas though I don't know, do you?
He said the movie called Savages.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I think that's what it was. I don't really remember exactly the movie, but what my biggest point is, and then we'll move on from that because I mean we could go all fucking night. That topic is a continuous
that's a fact.
That is.
Like, bro, but
man.
The what I want to pull from it, what I want to pluck from it before we transition is why are men the way we are is because of the historical aspect of it. We restrict from our families, we restrict from our mothers and fathers. I mean, it's so many different ways to uncover it, but what I can tell you right now is that bitches ain't shit. Fuck all the topics, man. Bitches ain't shit, and I'm hurt. Y'all hurt me, and I feel. I keep it real. Thank y'all for watching the Some podcast. Please subscribe and also follow us on all of our social media handles and as well as follow me on my Instagram here. Thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned.
Niggas stretching, I just stretch my ears. Snort the powder and arrest my fears. Playing dirty like I'm Bill Beer. I'm a bad boy filled with Biggie Spirit. Is this your king? He ain't marvelous. I got hella scars.